Hey y'all, I'm Sarah, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad we're getting at it again today. Today I wanted to do a quick video about my 2022 goals. But first, can we just appreciate that I have Rogues, Royals, and Radiant Rook up there. I'm so excited. It's about time. It's been a long time coming. And so now it is officially out and I have a whole series and it's very exciting. Also, I have to show you this. I got this at the author event for the release of Rogues, and there was a local artisan there who had these lovely little crocheted plant holders, and I got one and it's adorable and it's making my desk all cheery. Also, it's a fake plant, which is fantastic for this cave of an office where it's super dark, and it won't die. It won't die here, so I'm just really happy with it. It's so cute. But anyway, I'm going to tell you guys some of my 2022 goals and kind of some ways maybe that I am going to go about actually accomplishing these. I have about 5 categories. The first is life goals, so just basic life things. First one is I would like to memorize Psalm 3 through 6, so 4 chapters of the Bible. I had started this year, or I started this in 2021. I memorized or worked on memorizing Psalm 2 through 5, and I did pretty well, but I would like to spend more time reviewing 3 through 5 because those are not as solidly in my brain as Psalm 2. So I would like to review that and get those down in my brain and then add additional one on top of that, because I think I can do 4. At least time-wise, and I have a better memorization system now than I did at the start of the year. So that's one of my goals. 2, I would like to hike 12 times. Specifically, I would like to do 12 of the hikes in this book. This is the Great Day Hikes of North Carolina's Mountain to Sea Trail. If you don't know what the Mountain to Sea Trail is, it is a system of trails that go from the very western point of North Carolina, goes through the mountains, and then goes all the way out to the very eastern side of the state to the sea, hence Mountain to Sea Trail. And this book has a few, it has 40 day hikes listed in here that are very popular, and my co-author and best friend Helena and I want to hike these. We have done sort of one of them already. But we would like to hike all of them because one of my goals is eventually to be able to hike the whole Mountain to Sea Trail. Not all at once, but like as a cumulative goal is to hike the whole thing. So a good start is 12 of these hikes. Goal number 3 is to finish 2 quilts. Something you might not know about me is I enjoy quilting. It is a special art form for me. It's something I grew up doing with my mom, and while I'm not necessarily able to do it with her anymore, it still brings me joy, and it still reminds me of her very much. So I want to finish 2 quilts this year. I have 2 set aside in mind that I want to do. I feel like it's a reasonable goal. One of them is going to take a lot of work because it also will involve some embroidery, and I'm not really good at embroidery, so it's going to take me some time to finish that one. So anyway, 2 quilts this year hopefully will be my goal. Goal number 4, I would like to start journaling more. I used to journal a lot. I would write pages and pages every day. I had a lot to journal about, but then 2020 kind of happened and I fell off the wagon and I haven't really gotten back to the habit. So my goal is to start journaling on Sundays. Sundays tend to be a little bit less runny abouty and a little bit more laid back in the sense, especially the afternoons. I have those pretty free to myself, so I would like to start journaling at least on Sundays, maybe more, but I don't want to pressure myself. One of the things I've learned about goal making is not to necessarily jump in the deep end, but like take steps to get to the bigger goal eventually. And so one of those steps would be to journal on Sundays. Number 5 is to go do something by myself once a month. I am the absolute worst about doing anything special for myself. I don't do it very often, and I am not very good at it. I tend to go do stuff with or for other people. So one of my goals is to go and start doing things on my own, and feeling comfortable doing that, and not feeling weird about it. So this might be for coffee or going for a hike or, you know, whatever it might be, just going and doing something fun by myself. And the last life goal that I would like to share with you is I would like to complete my business degree. I am very, very close. I am one semester away from finishing my business degree. I have 3 classes left and I'm very excited. I'm very close. I'm registered for them, and so all I have to do is do the work. And that's it. But my plan is to graduate by May, the end of May, which is insane to think about because I didn't think I was going to finish my degree. So now being this close to finishing is pretty surreal. I'm very grateful for that. And I'm very excited to have that done. So that's the last life goal I have. I have some others, but those are more private, so I'm not going to share those. Next category is writing. And this is kind of one of my largest categories because it is work for me. So, you know, I have a lot more goals in mind for that versus some of the other categories. So number 1 is to publish the Pirate Hunter Legends in March. This is one of the releases for the Order of the Pen Press, and I might not have announced really at all what it's about, but it is a collection of short stories to go with the Pirate Hunter Chronicles. It's just it's little stories from all the different characters and stuff, just to kind of give different angles to some of the stories, and also some backstory and other fun things. It's really going to be an exciting collection, I think. It's not necessarily meant to be read unless you've kind of read these, because there will be spoilers in it. So it's more like a, here you go, fans of the series, enjoy. I hope you enjoy this extra content, more than anything else. But that is in the works. It's very close to being finished. And yeah, I'm very excited about that. And that should be coming out in March, Lord willing. Number 2 is to publish Escape from Mathabo in September. This is the Order of the Pen Press September release. We are planning to do 4 releases per year, starting out with, and so Escape from Mathabo is going to be the September release, at least slated. I'm making progress towards that, and I'm pretty confident that that will happen, and I'm very excited for that. So that's goal number 2. Goal number 3 is to complete the Nature Fantasy Project, or what I'm dubbing as the Nature Fantasy Project. This is kind of what I have been working on off and on the past month or 2. As you may have known, I have set aside the Raylance trilogy project that I had been working on for a very long time, and have decided to move on to a different project just because I have grown a lot as an author since writing the Raylance trilogy, and I want to be able to show that. It's not to say I will never go back to the Raylance trilogy, just it's not how I want to break into the traditional publishing realm. I want to try my hand at something else right at the moment. So I would like to complete that, and if possible start querying that by the end of the year. We will see if that happens. It's still in the planning stages, so that might not happen, but I want to continue working on that and getting it out there, and so I'm very excited. I have lots of fun ideas for it, and we'll see how it goes. The next 2 are somewhat hush-hush, so I can't really say what they are, but there are 2 stories I need to draft, but I can't say anything else about them, but those will probably be in the Camp Nanos, will be when I draft those. And then there are 2 other stories that I'm working on. It is a sci-fi duology. I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about it right at the moment, so that's all I'm going to share, but I'm going to be drafting those as well. Those are separate from the other 2 secret projects, which you probably won't hear about for a very long time. But anyway, so drafting about four projects. We'll see how that goes. That might be a bit much, but again, it's work. So anyway, next category is social media. I only have a few goals for this. 1, I would like to reach 600 followers on Instagram. I'm about halfway there. I want to put more effort into my Instagram platform, because I kind of show up for a while, fall away for a while, show up. I want to get better at actually putting out content, and especially dabbling in reels. I've kind of enjoyed them, but I'm not very good at them, so I would like to improve on that. So yeah, I would like to reach 600 followers by the end of the year. Goal number 2 is again a numbers goal, is to reach 100 subscribers on YouTube. So if you'd like to help out, consider hitting the subscribe button. But anyway, I would like, again, to be more consistent. I would like to actually put out consistent content onto my YouTube channel. Goal number 3 is, again, in numbers, and that is to get 100 subscribers to my newsletter. That is where I do a lot of my updatey type things. I do, you know, life updates, writing updates, all that type of stuff goes into my newsletter. And so if you are into that type of stuff, I highly recommend subscribing, because that's where I do a lot of that. I enjoy going really in depth in my life and stuff there, and I'm hoping to do even more of that in the future. So if that's your type of thing, consider subscribing, help me reach that goal sooner. Number 5 is to host a readathon. I have no idea what that's going to entail right at the moment, but I would like to host a readathon of some sort, either here on YouTube or on Instagram or just wherever. I'm not sure where exactly at the moment, but that is one thing I would like to do. And then lastly, number 5 for social media is to vlog once a month. I don't know exactly what this will entail necessarily, like what type of vlogs I'll do. I kind of feel a little bit limited as far as when and where I can vlog, because I live with most of my family, and I'd like to respect their privacy, and I don't really want to be like filming while they're there. And the only family member that I really feel comfortable with showing on camera is my younger brother, because he has willingly consented to that, and you know, has no problem being on camera and being on the internet. But my other family members prefer to be a little bit stay more private, and I want to respect that. And so I don't think it'll be like the walking around the house type of vlog, but I'm still working on that and deciding what I want to do as far as that. But I do want to do some more vlogging. The next category is reading, and this only has a few goals for it. Number 1, my book quantity goal is to read 60 books. I have pretty much hit that in 2021, so I'd like to, but it was a challenge for me, so I would like to try that again in 2022 and try to hit 60 books. The next goal is every year I like to pick a kind of like longer series to read through the year, and typically it's a reread, but this year my pick is the Redwall series by Brian Jacques. And I have read some of them, but I have not read most of them, and so I would like to read 12 Brian Jacques Redwall books, and so that would be one a month. And like 2021, I did the Percy Jackson and the Heroes of Olympus series, the 2 of them, and in 2020 I did the series of Unfortunate Events. So anyway, each year is a different series that I'd like to focus on, and so this year will be the Redwall series, and I would like to read 12 of those books. I think that's pretty doable. They're fairly quick reads, and they're fun, and I enjoy them, but I would like to actually read them and actually dedicate some reading to them. And then my last reading goal is I would like to read 6 nonfiction, and because I would like to prioritize that more. I would like to spend more time reading nonfiction. I have quite a few craft books and things like that lying around, but I haven't actually dedicated much time to reading them. So I would like to do that and actually focus on that a little bit more. And then my last category is work, and this is somewhat tied into my writing work, but also somewhat separate, because I have a couple different jobs that I do besides being an author. One is that I am the co-owner of the Order of the Pen Press, and so like I will be doing work for the Order of the Pen Press that is separate from my books specifically. So if Helena has books coming out, I do work on her books in some capacity, even if it is not my own work specifically. And I am also a essay writing tutor for tutor.com, and so I have some goals that relate to that as well. So anyway, one is publish 4 books through the Order of the Pen Press. One of this is the Pirate Hunter Legends, that is coming out in March, and then one is Escape from Mathabo, and then the other two are two of Helena's epic fantasy series, the first two books in her epic fantasy series. And so those will be coming out in June and December, Lord willing. Those are our slated releases for 2022. So anyway, I'm going to be working towards helping getting those published in whatever capacity I need to be in. I am the formatter, the interior formatter for the Order of the Pen Press, as well as the person who manages inventory. And I also do a lot of map drawing and things like that. And so those will probably be the positions that I am working on if they are not my own releases. Goal number 3 is I would like to reach the advanced tutor stage. I am currently an intermediate tutor for tutor.com, which tutor.com has 4 levels, new, intermediate, advanced, and master. I would like to reach the advanced stage. And this will be through just working on improving my tutoring technique, taking the feedback that my mentor gives me and applying it in my future sessions, putting in the work and the hours to reach that, and really trying my best to make sure that each student that comes to me gets the best experience possible. I'm pretty confident this can happen. I am not entirely sure what the turnaround is for that, but I'm pretty confident I can make that happen. The next goal is to reach 1,000 followers for the Order of the Pen Press on Instagram. This may be a bit of a challenge. We are not yet even at 100, but I think that it is possible through some good marketing skills and through really putting out content that is quality and helpful for others. And again, if you ever get the urge to share our posts at all, please do so. We would really appreciate it. It helps us reach those goals faster. So yeah, those are my goals for 2022. I'm very excited. I am hopeful for the coming year. I have my passion planner all ready to go. It's got its lovely tabs and I'm very excited. This is by far the best planner I have ever used in my entire life. I have thoroughly enjoyed my 2021 one and I am very excited to break into this one for 2022. Also, I have taken an inspiration from Carol Brown. She did a computer wallpaper with her monthly goals listed out to help keep that in the forefront. And I really liked that idea, so I did it for myself, and so we'll see how that goes. Because a lot of times my problem is I remember my writing goals, but I don't always remember my life goals or anything else. So to have that up front and easy for me to see every day would be really helpful. So anyway, those are my goals for 2022. I would love to hear some of yours. What are you hoping to accomplish in the year 2022? Let me know down below in the comments so I can cheer you on. I would love to know what your goals are and what your hopes are for the year. And I hope the best for you, and I am so excited for the new year. And if you would like to connect with me elsewhere, I will leave the links to my social media down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more from me. And I hope we can hang out again sometime soon, but until then, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye!